Hi everyone, I wanted to give an update on my hair and then talk about hair growth. In a few days, it will be 4 years since I have used heat on my hair. I don't know if I intended on going 4 years. It just kind of turned out that way. No blow dryer, no hot comb, no curling wand, no curling iron. At this point, I don't have a desire to put heat in my hair. I don't know if it will be forever, but right now I still don't want to use heat. And it has been 3 months since I got a haircut. If you saw my last video where I did the length check, you see that my hair has grown a little. I'm not the best at styling my hair, but I do believe that I'm good with caring for my hair. I know my hair isn't long now, but it's been longer at different points in the past. And I've grown it from maybe this length a few times. So I do have some experience with that. That leads me to my next point, hair growth. The average hair growth is 1/2 inch per month, which would take you to, or take any of us to 6 inches per year, 3 inches per year for someone whose hair grows 1/4 of an inch per month. So say during the year you get 1 inch of your hair trimmed, so that would take you to 5 inches, and that's a lot of growth for the year. And if your hair grows 3 inches and you got 1 inch cut off, that would be 2 inches for the year, which is still significant growth. I've been thinking about this, and say you're 30 years old. 6 inches per year times 30 years, that will be 180 inches of growth. I'm not speaking to anyone in particular. Your hair has remained at this length for the last 20 years. But your hair has been growing 3 to 6 inches per year. So where's the growth? Where is all that hair? Because by our hair growing X amount of inches per year, each of us should have reached our hair length goals years ago. I'm including myself. Some people may say, well, my hair doesn't grow, because I've heard people say that before. If your hair didn't grow, if you have a relaxer, you would never need to get a retouch. If you dye your hair, you would never need to dye it again because your hair's not growing. If you got braids or twists or any protective style, you wouldn't have any new growth when you remove the braids. So it's growing. You're not retaining the length. Either your hair's breaking off or you're cutting it every year. So if your hair is breaking off, that means you aren't caring for it properly. Because there's no reason why your hair should be the same length when year after year after year, it's grown. And significantly. I've heard many people say they would like their hair mid-back length or waist length. It should have happened by now. And if you are even 10, that's 60 inches of growth per year, or 30 at the very least. And 30 inches of hair, let's say you trimmed an inch every year. It's 20 inches of hair, that's a lot of hair. So again, I know my hair isn't the longest, but I do have 3 top ways in which to take better care of your hair. Number 1 would be to not use heat often. I'm not saying don't ever put heat in your hair, but every week, every 2 weeks, to me, is too much. Maybe like once every 2 to 3 months would be a better option. My next tip would be to keep your hair moisturized. And I know I spoke of my hair being dry in the last video, and right now it needs to be washed. It's really dirty. I have been drinking more water, trying to increase every day. My hair doesn't feel as dry. I still have room for improvement. I'm gonna keep working on it. My number 1, and I'm not a licensed stylist. This is just what has worked for me. My number 1 tip would be to be gentle with your hair. And I say that because I see so many people like raking through their hair. That creates broken pieces. If you've finished styling your hair and in the sink you have a bunch of broken pieces of hair, that means you're being too harsh. You shouldn't have any broken pieces of hair. You may have a few hairs that fell out, that came out by the root, but broken hair, I heard someone say once that this is someone who grew her hair really long. I think it's now to her waist. She said that she treats her hair like it's silk. And I would agree with her that that's how gentle you have to be. And I know we can get impatient sometimes. And if you feel yourself getting impatient, just don't do your hair right then, or tell yourself to be gentle, like really, really gentle. And if you could keep that up for a year, I know that seems like a long time, but if you could focus on caring for your hair for 1 year straight, you would see the benefits. And then you could just keep doing it and keep doing it and watch your hair grow and flourish. I hope that helps, and I will see you next time. Bye.